Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? I have to tell you, I've been seeing a lot of discard decks on the ladder, and I haven't been losing to them, but that makes me think there's gotta be a decent version out there somewhere, or so many people wouldn't be playing it. So today, I'm gonna try to reverse engineer what these decks might look like, and see if we can put one together that can actually get us some wins on the ladder. Quick reminder, if you want to support the channel directly, we do actually have a membership deal that you can get some access to free videos and even get specific deck help just for yourself, so check that out. But getting into today's deck list, we have Evolved Sleeper, right? We got to have some early creatures. I've seen this in most of the list, so I'm assuming that's what people are playing. Also seeing a lot of Okiba Reckoner Raid, which was very interesting, but I don't know if it's going to be the right card or not, so I'm just going with it based on what we saw. Obviously, Corrupt Court Official comes into play, gives us a 1/1, makes the opponent discard. Also going to be playing Virus Beetle. Does the same thing, but happens to be an artifact, which makes it harder to remove. We're going to be playing some Go for the Throat because we got to have removal. And with all this discard, we're actually going to play the Raven Man as well. Now, another card that's actually pretty cool that we don't get to see much of is Braid's Arisen Nightmare. And this kind of works, right? After we have the opponent's hand emptied, we've cleared their board, we can start sacrificing our stuff, whether that's lands or even something like our little 1/1s that we don't need anymore, get extra cards for ourselves, and keep the pressure on the opponent. I'm also going to try a copy of Extract the Truth. It's another discard spell, but possibly gets rid of enchantments. I've seen it in some lists and not in others. I don't know how consistent they are and how many people are playing. We're also going to play Transmogran's Crown because getting extra cards is good, especially when you have braids, so that's kind of nice. And then, because of the Reanimator stuff that's probably the biggest problem for this deck, we're going to go ahead and play Graveyard Trespasser, removing stuff from the yard. Obviously, Liliana of the Veil, because once we get their hand empty, we get to keep it empty. That's not bad. We're going to try a copy of Invasion of Eldraine. It makes your opponent discard 2 cards. Not sure if it's what we're looking for or not, but it could be a nice bonus. Obviously, Shieldred, because we're playing mono black. Not a surprise. This helps us close the game out. We're going to try a copy of Painful Quandary as well, because once you empty their hand, this is kind of the last nail in the coffin. And we're going to play a couple of Corrupts. I've seen those in those lists. I don't know how good it is, but we're going to try it out. But that's going to be today's deck list. If you decide you want to build this or you want to get any other nerd stuff, check out coolstuffinc.com. Remember to use promo code DRAGON at checkout. It'll save you 5%. And if you want to get today's deck list, you can get it at the end of the video because we'll probably make some changes and you want to see the final list. But if you want to download it, just check the description. There'll be some arrows there that'll take you right to our Moxfield link, and you can get today's deck along with all the other decks we've played this season. But for now, y'all go enjoy those games, and I'll go catch you on the back end of the video because I have no idea how this experiment's going to go. All right, let's keep it. Let's see if we get to kill something with the cut down. Man, why do my opponents always get something with a cut down and we never do? I suppose that's true, never. But it's like in the lower 10%, and it always is sad. Because it feels like every time we have something, the opponent gets to kill something. So funny. It's just coincidence, really. I guess I can kill that thing. Yeah, no blocks. Which is fine. I guess we can kill it. And play the Transmogrant's Crown. That's fine, I suppose. Alright. We're not doing a lot of discarding here. But we do have Trespasser. And can get a card and get a life. So things are kind of sort of happening here. Since we know they're playing Burn Down the Houses, we don't want to get too crazy here. We'll pay that. Put that here. And we'll go to draw a card. Or, I mean, deal damage. We don't draw a card till it dies. But we can sacrifice it to Braids to be cute. And then get multiple cards, which is super fun. Excellent. Or we just get the card now. Don't hate that. Nice. Hey, we have to sack a thing. You got it. That's a whole lot of things happening right now. They're gonna get a 2/1 if that goes. Do we braids? I guess we can do this. Then I'm not ready to do braids here. I think we just... Those trample, right? Yeah. Trample and haste. Yeah, let's just go here. Go to our graveyard, get rid of this. I mean, I probably could have got away with braids there if I really wanted to, but... Alright, so I'm just making us sack all our things. They're going to end up with a 2-1 here. So that's all good. Though, also puts us in a situation where they're probably not going to be sweeping the board. Though, I guess they could still have, like, Brotherhood's End or something, but not terribly likely. Let's cost them some cards here. I'm going to kill our token. Nope. Alright, so they are just playing all removal. It's like, it's all removal, battles, and forge. Looks like all they were after. Oh, this looks like a deck we played a while back. This one's actually kind of cool. I can see what they're doing here. And then you're going to sack that to the body dropper on future turns. Like, that's cool. Alright. I dig it. Alright. Cool. That doesn't suck. We might need that later. No attacks. The hell didn't hold on to a go for the throat, I guess. Which that's nice. Opponent is only at 10 here. We have plenty of blockers. I'm not interested in doing anything to that, so we'll just take 5. Alright. Body dropper's big. That is very excellent. So let's kill this. Or at least try to. Alright, and then let's try to kill this. And then we're just going to try to attack. I mean, if you got removal spells, you got them. Okay. Opponent goes to 4. Ooh, got there. That was an ugly one. Ooh, yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. We're just gonna, I guess, hope to be living off Liliana. I don't know what this is gonna look like. Alright, here we go. If this is mono blue, the discard stuff is gonna be kinda nice. And can sort of force the opponent's hand. Oh, C double. I don't know what this deck is then. I mean, it could still be the mono blue deck, just with some weird innovations in it. Attacking. Try casting the Raven Man. Okay. Really needed a land there. Getting Liliana down could have been real good here against a blue deck. But we're in a little bit of trouble now. I got to figure out what to do. Because it looks like... Oh. Okay. That's weird. I mean, we'll keep it, but this isn't much of a discard draw. This is just mono black mid-rangey stuff. But, you know, maybe it's good enough. Maybe it's not. We'll see. I'm going to assume not, but you never know. Okay, I guess we attack. I mean, it's kind of all we can do, right? Restoration, sure. I don't know why I feel like this is going to be one of those games we probably have to win with a corrupt or something way later. Like, I'm just going to be losing creatures to wandering emperors and stuff along the way. Yeah, we're just going to attack. I was debating if I'm going to play Braids or not, but I think I'm going to do this here. If they sweep the board, see if we can try to get this Invasion of Eldraine off, possibly. I mean, Wandering Emperor is probably going to be a pain in the butt. No, just a Paragon with nothing in the yard. Just going straight up Paragon. Okay. That is something. Let's go with this. Opponent has to discard 2 things here. Well, they had a lot of land, didn't they? Alright. And they can replay lands anyway, so it's not like we're getting a lot of value because they have the Paragon. Matter of fact, even killing small stuff doesn't do any good. We really just need the Paragon to die first. Otherwise, they can just keep chump blocking with, like, Companion and just getting cards. Which is not good for us. Now we have to kill Rafine, because that's going to be a bigger problem. Yep, you got it. And they can even discard something they can replay. I mean, okay, I guess that works. Not the way I thought we were going to do it, but, you know, 'tis what it is. Let's go here. I mean, like it matters. They can just replay Rafine, so, yeah. I don't think we're getting out of this one. Yeah, I think we're just toast. Yeah, we're dead. We're way dead. Like, we're doing nothing there. Alright. Also, here, between games, I got rid of Corrupt. Because I felt like it was too slow to really do anything. Almost like the times I expected to do something, we've probably already gotten close to where we can with other cards. There's a lot more games where it's going to gum up our hand. Oh, I wouldn't expect them to discard a Wandering Emperor there. And not really be what we want it to be. So that's a little tough. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's play this. And I'm going to take a chance here. And I'm going to discard this. On the off chance we get to draw a land, and then we could play these 2. If not, we'll probably just play Raven Man, discard the Beetle, and still get a bird. Opponent discarded 2 big Planeswalkers. Okay. Now we know some things. Seems good. And then opponent concedes. Alright. Alright, I guess we keep it. Duress, you get to go for the throat. And they already know we have it, so here it comes. They might also just waste a cut down on this since... Oh. There was Sword of Protection from blue and black. That's going to suck for us. That's not very exciting.
Happy to help, but I'm taking the... Don't overthink.
We each discard a card? Okay. I'm going to get rid of this. Interesting. I mean, they knew we had this already, so that's not a surprise. And they'll lose a card targeting our Trespasser. And I guess they could make us sack the beetle. But either way, I assume targeting the trespasser is their best play here. Sword with nothing on it, but that also kind of makes sense. Guess what I'm sacrificing?
One of your friends has to leave.
Okay. Let's get that out of their hand, because it's probably another Liliana. The way they played this. Oh, it wasn't. Interesting. Let's get rid of the sword, just in case. I don't know.
Knew this was a waste of time.
Okay. That worked. Alright, let's try to make the most out of this. We'll see where this goes. So far, not too far. We at least have a removal card if they play something here. Next turn's going to be a little scary. Oh, this is not that type of deck. Okay, then. Alright, guess we just end the turn. I'm going to try to get this Invasion of Eldraine off next turn, I think. Not worth running out Shieldred into a deck that's probably, I'm guessing, playing a lot of removal. However, they did not get another land there. However, we have the opposite problem of too many lands. Alright, what are they discarding? We might be helping them too. There's the red-white reanimator deck, and we might see that here. Nope. Just a pile of sweepers going to the graveyard. Okay. I'm going to assume they have removal for this little Nezumi Road Captain. Because that would make sense. Yep. As expected. Okay. Let's go with this. And we're just going to make them discard.
Nobody knows Dominaria's shadows like me.
Alright, that's enough for them to concede there. Ooh, yeah, let's keep. This is just what we call serviceable. Probably gonna open with Extract the Truth into Graveyard Trespasser if I were guessing. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay, we did find a third land at least, so that's something. And they have... Oh, wow. Okay, Brutal Cathar, Myrel. We do have a removal card for Myrel. This is all very interesting. I think Myrel is the biggest issue, though, so let's just get that out of here. I mean, obviously, we could deal with it later, but nah. Alright. We're going to go ahead and play this, so if they do want to get rid of it, it'll cost them a card. Then we'll either hopefully draw another thing that's worth casting alongside the Gopher Throats, otherwise we'll just go with Shieldred. And if they just drew another Cathar, then we have Trickery where you can kill one of their things, get your creature back, block, do all those shenanigans. Yep, you got it. Alright, let's go with this. Oh, did they get an instant speed way to kill it? Oh, they did. They drew a Destroy Evil. How gross. Okay, well, you got it. You got it. And they will be flipping their Brutal Cathar. Okay. Oh, no, because they did cast a spell there. Let's go with this. Cost them a creature, most likely. And then we'll pass the turn. Alright, let's see what we got here. Do you have a way to protect it? No. Alright. We will remove that. They got a Fateful Absence, sure. Alright, hey, if Bona's gonna draw hot, there's nothing you can do about it. They just got it. Alright, go to 11. We're gonna go ahead and draw a card here. Should just get the Painful Quandary down, to be honest with you, but we might do that next turn. We have a little life to mess around with here. We can also block with the Sleeper if we really want to. Which I don't know. I mean, I guess we do. Taking 4 here is not really preferred. Though if we block... Nah, that's fine. I think we just do this. We've expended quite a few of their good cards. Alright, that'll help when the time comes. Alright, no attacks. We'll take it. Go to 11. Okay. We get a 2-2. We'll go to attack. And end the turn. Yeah, in hindsight, I guess I could have taken 4 and been fine. And then just tried to draw some cards off of it. But I don't know. I feel like we would have ended up somewhere around probably like 9 or 10 life all told. And I didn't want to really take that risk. Let's kill that. Yep, we'll pay the extra mana. We will, let's see, if we attack for 2, 3. Yeah, we're just gonna block here. Oh no! I was hoping to draw something else there. I should have just tried to race them. I'm gonna get punished. Do they discard or no? They do. Oh no! Oh, I've drawn so many land this game. Come on, deck. Alright, that helps at least a little bit. Thank you. Pass the turn. Just give me some spells. That's all I'm asking for. Spells would be great. Yeah, sure. We go to 11. Okay, that'll help quite a lot. I don't even know if it matters. We'll take that. Oh, we get 2, actually. Forgot. Let's get that. Even better. So now they have to discard, or they're going to die whenever they play something. So that should do it. Yeah, you got to discard, opponent. There's no maybes. Yep. Okay. We go here, go here. We could have them sack a creature at the end of turn. We attack here, they block, gain 4, lose 2. So they go to 9 and then to 7. Sack this, they go to 5. We draw a card. I'm trying to figure out how I feel about that. I think we just attack. Well, not with this. And yeah, why not? Get rid of this and this. I mean, you have to block with your 4-2, right? Gaining the life is the only thing that makes sense here. Okay, sacking this. Alright, that'll be a nice pickup. And as long as we, I was going to say, as long as we stayed at 5 or less, they were going to have trouble casting stuff. Looks like we're keeping. Okay. How is this going to work out? Citizen's Crowbar. That's an interesting one. I don't know if we want to kill that. Man, this is tough having not drawn a land to try to plot anything here. Is that one of those battles? Yeah. Invasion of Mycadia. Okay, well, let's just see what happens from here. Wormlet, sure. Boy, I would really love a land now. Like, being able to kill a Wormlet and still play something. There we go. That helps a little bit. Don't know how much, but definitely a little bit. And get that out of our face for a second, and then we'll just pass. Okay. Gala Greeters, you got it. Like I say, if they attack, we might double block here. I'm kind of into it. Okay, they're just going to sack that and destroy it. Works for me. We'll still attack and trade here, I think. Hold that thought. Are we? Nah, no blocks. Okay, we drew a land anyway, so we're just going to play Shieldred. Could have affected our plans, though. No attacks. Okay, they didn't have a way to get rid of Shieldred easily here. And if we draw a land, we could strip the opponent's hand, possibly. Ooh, that's a good one. Dang it. That is a problem. Come on, go for the throat. That wasn't it. Okay. Guess we just do this. And if we attack, they would have to block with, like, Paragon plus plus. Well, I guess it'd be a Paragon and a 2/2. Meh. It's not great, but it's better than letting them just get infinite value here, right? Alright. Okay, they didn't bite. They want to hold on to the Paragon. With good reason. Especially since they can gain life off of the Teething Wormlet and stuff. But they could just play Invasion of Ixalan and then go hunting for a thing. Yeah, that kind of makes sense here. Especially since they can... Well, I don't know if they'll want to attack it down or not. We'll see. But either way, we need a way to kill this Sarah Paragon. Yep. You attack, get a body. Okay. This one's like a 3/4 or something, right, on the backside? Oh, 4/3. Yeah. Good, but not too disturbing in general. Wow, that is not it, deck. That is not it. Boy. What are we gonna do? I mean, I guess we do the only thing we can do. I mean, opponent discards a card. I mean, you know, they could still cast stuff. Like, not a lot we could do, but otherwise our hand was kind of bad. Because playing Liliana doesn't do anything. They sack something they can just get back here. Going to 4 means it's still just going to die to the Paragon. So really, until we get rid of Paragon, we can't do a whole lot of anything here. We're kind of just stuck. Interesting they're only doing Evasion of Korea for 1. I guess they really just wanted another Wormlet. Okay. And another Wormlet, where they're going to be getting a bunch of life. So this game's going to be going for a minute. Unless, again, we can find something to kill the Paragon. At least give us a fighting chance. They're going to move that over so they can keep the Paragon to block the 1/1s. That makes sense. Yeah, we're just going to take 5. I'm not interested in trading here. Could be 8 if they want to attack with all of it. Yeah, that makes sense too. If we block and kill that, they get it back. What's the backside? That's an 8/8. It's an 8/8 with reach, though, which is a problem. All right, we'll trade. We need to draw something to kill the Paragon anyway, so, like... that sucked. All right, GG's. I mean, they're going to get an 8/8 next turn, and there's really nothing we can do about it. They're going to keep getting stuff out of the yard. All right, let's keep it. This is more just to a mid-rangey draw here, more than a actual discard draw. Okay, these are some cards we can work with. Kill a thing next turn, trespass something, try to get one of these down. I mean, I could live with that. Yeah, no blocks. We'll just have to kill Feldon next turn. I don't think there's any 1/1s we're going to get to block there. I mean, if I don't know, maybe if they were playing Rabid Battery or something, but that's not common in these lists. Alright, let's kill this. Sadly, take 3, and they get to put a dragon into their hand, if I remember right. Okay, no dragons. They're just playing it as a hasty body, I assume. Which makes sense. We'll do this. Drain you for 1. No attacks. Just in case we need to double block. I don't know. They're going to kill that, lose a life. Or, I mean, lose a card. Like, we can live with that. Play a land and Phoenix Chick. Ooh. That is a little bit of a problem. Take 4. Ah, boy. Really wanted that to be a land. Oh, man. Okay. I mean, we go to 11, so it's not too bad here. Raptor. That does hurt a little bit. Not gonna lie. We can kill Raptor next turn. We're only gonna be at 6, though. Credit to the opponent's deck, though. They are coming with it here. Yeah, I guess we got it, right? I mean, they can pump and kill a Shieldred. I mean, or just have another Nahiri's whatever. And then we just die. I think. I mean, our 2 burn spells, we just send those up top. You don't even worry about anything else here. And really, in hindsight, I had a turn there where I probably could have just left mana up to go for the throat the Raptor. And then just turned this into a 2/2 and could have blocked the 3/2. And then would have still had another Graveyard Trespasser here. So, probably misplayed 2 turns ago, really. Getting too defensive there. And cost myself at least 4 damage. Alright, how bad is it? Yeah, they only have 5, so I can pump once. So they take 6, we take 2? Alright. I mean, it felt like that's kind of all we could do there. Can't... I mean, we do this. Opponent sacrifices a creature. If they play another one of those, we're wrecked because that is trample. Oh, what are our choices here? Man, just being a land short is tough. Playing Braids just isn't enough. I think I actually sadly have to do this in case there's just like a lightning strike or something.
And you think you can win?
I mean, for all we know, last card could be a land.
I've always hated crowds.
I don't know. If it's another one of the 3/2 guys, at least I can block and trade. It is. All right, cool. Wasn't sure, but that works out. Hopefully we're not playing a Shivan Devastator, because... Actually, I guess it's not bad, because we do have a Go for the Throat. Alright, trying to stabilize against Mono Red, hoping... I'm gambling here that they don't have a Devastator. Yeah, we might as well plus at least once. Get rid of the other braids.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Decline, because I kind of need the mana still. As much as I would like to have extra cards. Okay, that works. We will attack with braids. Actually, attack with both of them. Actually, no, because I want to sacrifice the beetle, I think. Actually, I guess it doesn't matter, because we're going to kill whatever they play regardless. So that's fine. In the turn. Scrap this. Okay. We can at least kill that. As dumb as it is to waste that on that, going to 3 and being at 4 are two very different things here. Let's go ahead and play that. Play this. Pump this one. We each discard. Attack for 2. We'll get rid of this. Okay, this is it. That will not do it. All right. Woo. Woo, that was tough. I will gladly take it. Attack with all of it. Oh, like that. Like that a lot. All right, let's go. I think with our hand being what it is, I'm going to go with this because we might get to attack with a 2/2 and play the Okiba Reckoner raid. Or the opponent just has a cut down. That's the other thing that could happen here. All right, attacking. You can wait for me to pump. I ain't pumping. Just letting you know. Yep. You know, we tell folks we were born at night, but it wasn't last night. Question is, okay, this looks like they are also just playing a mono black build. Intriguing. Oh, that's going to kill our virus beetle. That's okay, though. Alright, let's go with this. And this. Which will die, but we are costing them cards along the way. What is this? Oh, Corrupted Conviction. Yeah, sack a thing, draw 2. I mean, just kill our official, right? I was gonna say, unless you just really want 1 life, I guess. I guess you gain 2. Oh, no, yeah. Alright. Gix we can kill, so that's good news. And we play this. Alright. So what do they got? A lot of times the answer is just shielded straight up is what they've got. Alright. We go to 19, and that's actually not a bad play on their part. Like, get you a situation where you get to keep drawing more cards. Pretty smart. This land sadly isn't going to do much for us. And pass the turn. To the point that if we were able to, I don't even know if I would have tried to block there. Like, maybe. Didn't get a removal, but we can use Takenuma because we do have a lot of extra mana here. So, not the worst thing. Had some things I would have liked to have drawn, but, you know, not the worst. Wow. Yeah. Whew, boy. I mean, I guess we have to take the sleeper? That's tough. That's real tough, actually. I want to play Liliana and make them sacrifice a thing here. I'm just not sure it's worth it. Play that. They sack a thing. They can play one of those with haste. We wouldn't be able to block and kill anything. So we're better off just doing this. And pass. I mean, it's going to hurt. Because we're going to take some extra damage and all that. But probably the only thing. And it at least keeps the memory of Toshiro back. Unless they got a removal card here. Also can't be hit by cut down right now. Which is pretty nice. Okay, there's the underdog that we thought was going to come down, hasty-wise. Alright, we're going to go ahead and level this up. We'll block here, take 6, go to 11. Opponent gets a card. Okay, that's a thing. We can attack. Play this. Remove an underdog. Can't quite play this. I will move this over, though. Since we may want to block with it, depending on what happens. And if they just go out of the way to kill it, we at least get a card. Okay. Sounds good. Also cost them a card here. Neat. Nice. Not a bad one to have. Can we draw another land here? And their own sleeper. Okay. Things are definitely interesting here as we get to the later stages of this game. Alright, you got you a 2/2. They are attacking. We go to 9. We did get the land. So we go ahead and play this. We play this. Opponent sacrifices a thing.
Help, but I'm taking the credit when we win. Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
So now if we attack, the opponent will go to 5. We could threaten to block. They would probably spend 4 on that. If they get a land, pump this. Try to come after Liliana. Yeah, I think we just attack. I think it's worth it. I can't see a world we die at 9, so I think we're fine here. And then it's just a matter of do we even want to defend Liliana or not. Actually, no, we can make it tougher on the opponent by just costing them mana. Or they take 2, so I'm okay with this. Because if they lose a land, then they kind of have to choose on either pumping the sleeper or playing well, they actually probably don't even do that. If they play an underdog, they're going to end up at such low life, they could just die next turn when we attack. Okay, so they're just sacking land to keep pace. Makes sense. I don't think they can attack here. Yeah, I think we're in pretty good shape. Because they're basically playing with their hand face up. We can see all their stuff, all their options. Yeah. I mean, you can save and block. That's probably the best thing they can do there. Alright, gonna go to 4, get a card. But they've already played a land. Okay. We don't want this. But we can at least do this. Each player discards. We can pay to put that here. And then we can attack. Actually, if we attack with both, they have to block here. Yeah, I'm down with that. All right. Sure. Yeah, opponent says GG. Cool, we'll take it. And by the way, the reason it was just dead game there is because no matter what they do, if they block, then with braids, we either sacrifice Liliana or we sacrifice the Transmogrant Crown, and then they take the other two. Well, I mean, technically they'd be at 1, and then they would take 2. So, yeah, that's a tough spot for them to get caught in. But braids actually did some work there. So, thumbs up. Good job, braids. All right, so I'm not sure if I got the numbers correct from different versions I'd seen floating around, but I'm not really upset with what we ended up with, especially after making the changes and removing the corrupts, because we probably would have rarely cast them. But yeah, overall, this actually worked out okay. I felt like there were a couple of times it would have been nice to have another removal card or two, or maybe even have another Transmogrant's Crown would have been nice. But I'm not sure where I would fit it. I think, unfortunately, you have to have stuff like Trespassers because you got to get rid of Atraxa and things like that. So, yeah, even having another, like, Painful Quandary. What's funny is we never actually drew our Cruelty Gix. We had one, because I was thinking, like, if the opponent has something big in their graveyard, it would have been cool to get back. But maybe that's where we find room for something else. You know, I mean, the Invasion of Eldraine was okay. It was nice to get him to discard 2 cards, but we never got the other side of it. So that's a little disappointing. Would have been nice to see that come around, but I don't mind having just one. I think I would cut the Cruelty of Gix for one more Transmogrant's Crown, because I feel like a lot of times if you could draw into the Braids or the Shieldred or the Painful Quandary, honestly, even having another Painful Quandary wouldn't have been the worst thing, but again, you just got to make cuts somewhere. So this is what I think the final version is going to look like. We're going to go with 2 Cut Down, 3 Evolve Sleeper, 2 Okiba Reckoner Raid, 3 Corrupt Court Official, 1 Extract the Truth, 4 Go for the Throat, 1 Raven Man, 2 Transmogrant's Crown, 4 Virus Beetle, 3 Braids, 4 Graveyard Trespasser, 2 Liliana of the Veil. However, if you wanted to cut an Invasion of Eldraine, you could play a 3rd Liliana. I think that would be totally reasonable. 3 Shieldred the Apocalypse, 1 Painful Quandary, 24 Swamps, and 1 Takanuma. And if you want to be really, really pinching on your mana, I think you could get away with 24 lands instead of 25, and that could also get you space for another Liliana. Now, overall, this deck is going to have some issues whenever your opponent gets like the Angel lets you play stuff out of the graveyard or things like that, right? Any recursive type things could be a pain. But we are playing some removal cards, so it's possible to get rid of them. But outside of that, the deck was actually okay. I don't know if I would say it's like crazy top tier or anything, but I do think it has pretty good game against some of the control decks, which is pretty nice. So if you're worried about those, or playing against a bunch of Planeswalkers or those super slow decks, making them discard stuff every turn could work to your advantage. Against the aggro decks, this was a little on the fence depending on what type of draw they get, but you do have enough ways to work around it. You are gaining life from the Trespassers, so there's a few things in there that can keep your head above water and keep you from struggling too much. So yeah, this one, I don't know, I wouldn't give it like a solid A+, but you know, it's a good B+. It was a lot of fun. If you like discard, this is probably right up your alley. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Myojin of Night's Reach. These, as a whole, just the Myojins, the old ones from Champions of Kamigawa, are still fairly popular. They're really fun to include in commander decks, especially if you have a way to ramp up, or you're tricking creatures into play, or even doing wild stuff with, like, I don't know, sneak attack. Like, there's some fun things you could do with these. But making everybody discard their entire hands is huge, especially if you're trying to set up a big play, so you could just try to end the game in a turn or two. Taking away their options, that's one way to ensure that. So if you're wanting to pick these up, they're actually still pretty affordable, surprisingly. I don't think I've seen one of these for more than $10 anywhere, and a lot of times you can get them for probably as low as $7. So yeah, if you want to add these to your commander deck, this one's worth picking up. And if you're a fan of the speed of today's deck, and you kind of like those mid-rangey things with the big comebacks, check out this Sultai Planeswalker deck. Probably going to be something you'll enjoy. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.